Hey, Brenda. What's up, girlfriend? I'm not a long time no talk to. So, I think I've got the. Hey, Julie. If you're on here, Brenda, I think I have got the solution to my difficulty. I think those round things that Michael made me for my tomato plants. I think I'm going to put those round cages around the blackberries and make them go straight up and through there. And I think that's a solution. Man, I look like a hot mess. I'm filthy. Just come in from outside messing around out there and realized when my phone started dinging at me that it was time to get in here. So I got in here as fast as I could. It's nice to see you again, Julie. I've been worried about you. I've been praying for you. I hope y'all are getting some rain. We got another gallon of blackberries this evening. Oh, I'm so jealous. But you know what? I got all this stuff that you ain't got too. So that's the way the world goes around, right? Oh, you're visiting your dad in Arizona. That's cool. I hope you have a great time. Make some good memories. I forgot what I was doing when I set this live stream up, and I forgot to make it for the with the StreamYards so that I could show you my pictures. So, oh well, it is hot. It's hot everywhere, I think, Julie. Um, I don't think there's anybody that I have talked to in the last week that their heat index wasn't over 100 degrees. Ours has been up like 114. Weird. But it is July. It's only going to get worse. August and September is pretty bad. This is the first time in 3 years we have gotten any blackberries. Because of the beetles. Wow. Um when I was doing the how do I say this? When I was doing that bed back there that I finished off today, when I was pulling all that stuff out and the sweet potato vines and everything, I seen a lot of squash bugs. Now, would this be crazy of me to think that because I don't really normally grow a lot of squash. Could they have been going after the sweet potato vines? What do you think? Hope you're having a great visit. Yeah. Hey, Miss Susan. How are you tonight? I don't know if squash bugs like the sweet potatoes or not. Squash bugs are just now finding out squash. Mm-mm-mm. Now I've got 3 squash on there out of the new squash that I planted because they got eaten up, and I don't think I'm fighting these gigantic yellow grasshoppers now. Before that, it was the black grasshoppers with the red stripe. Now my neighbor swears that when those black grasshoppers grow up, they turn into the yellow grasshoppers. I have no clue, but I need to find out. How'd you how'd you like the video where I had all those mosquitoes on me? Can you imagine? I've got to find something other to get rid of them mosquitoes. That light out there that I got plugged in, don't kill them. It does not zap any mosquitoes, I don't think, at all. I have had them on sweet potatoes. I'm wondering if that's not what they've been after in eating the sweet potato vines. Because I used to let the sweet potato vines go crazy so that I could have them for the rabbits. They love sweet potato vines. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but rabbits will eat them things up. And I got the itches because it's been hot and sweaty, and now that I'm dried off, I'm just itchy, itchy, itchy. Of course, I had every mosquito in the whole town bite me tonight, I think. Too bad mosquitoes don't die after biting you, like a bee dies after they sting you. Oh, you've never had them on sweet potatoes? Oh, okay. I don't know. It's like I got into a bed of them right out the back door when I was cleaning out that um, um, weeds and sweet potatoes and stuff there. Hmm. I want to get some more. I've got to send off to Baker Creek and get me some more noodle beans. I can't find any of my noodle beans. I must have planted them all and they didn't survive or something. I don't know. I can't find them. I still just have slips in a pot and something is gobbling the leaves. Yeah. Do you guys get the great big grasshoppers like I get? They hang out in damp weeds. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. So I am trying to get rid of all the weeds. I am trying to clear out some stuff. In fact, I'm going to be doing a lot of brush cutting tomorrow. I finished off that bed out there. I've only got one little spot that I need to put more dirt in, but I'm going to wait until I put the trellises on it to finish that up because I've got to put another some more T-posts in to hold the trellis. And then I'm going to put, I bought a black, what do you call it? Shade cloth to go over that trellis so that I can shade it because there won't be really any shade on that bed until the sun goes down. Because really that um, Pakistani mulberry doesn't put out very much shade. I've had problems with big grasshoppers on beans before. Those rascals are hard to catch. I just reach out and grab them and pull their head off. I know that's terrible, isn't it? I am so bad. I ain't afraid of nothing. Although I don't like snakes. Grasshoppers make good fish bait. Ah, I don't know of anything that would eat these grasshoppers. They're hard and just gross. Talking about fish bait, I told David, we got to get off the ball. We have got to get on the ball and start fishing. They've changed our fishing law to where we can't get any redfish after the 1st of September. So we've got to go and harvest some redfish. I mean, I have none in the freezer whatsoever. So I've got to go out fishing. And then in September, snook season opens, so we'll be able to get some snook, but I like redfish too. You guess they ain't fast enough? Well, I'll be honest with you. If I don't creep up on them, they will jump. And I just kind of walk over there and act like I'm ignoring them. And then I reach out and grab them. I literally saw one that was up on the light pole out here when I was talking to the neighbors yesterday. And I swear it was 20 feet high off the ground on that light pole. Why was it up there? I don't know. And these grasshoppers fly. They can literally fly. They open their wings and fly. I think I had a swallowtail butterfly in my backyard today. And I have to show you if I can pull it up and you guys see it. Today, while I was at Walt's, I got a little visitor. On my thingy. I don't know if you can see it. That right there is a Quaker parrot that was eating off of our bird feeder outside, and I was just amazed. He was gorgeous. This one you might be able to see his face a little bit better with that one. I don't know. It's kind of his face is gray, so it kind of makes it look funny. Let's see if I can see another picture. Well, that one's moving. And underneath it, I might do a short on this video. Underneath it was a whole slew of baby doves. I was so excited. Let me see if I can pause this. I know I can get a better shot of him. Oh well. It was a beautiful Quaker parrot. Let's see. I had crop dusters again today. Oh no, Brenda, that is awful. Have you ever read the Little House on the Prairie books about the grasshoppers destroying everything? I saw that when I lived in Kansas and it was hot and dry. No, Christy, I didn't read when I was younger. I didn't start reading till my daughter Linda hit school. So I haven't read the Little House on the Prairie books, but I should. I should try to get them and read them. And maybe I could read them to my grandkids when they come in. Oh, someone's bird got loose. No, down here in Florida, Susan, trying to think. I think it was Hurricane Andrew came through and destroyed a really huge bird sanctuary, and uh, I want to say it was a breeding. There was another place where they were breeding birds, and they all got loose from the hurricane. And well, that is somebody's bird, I guess you'd say. But um, and there for years there has been um how do I say, I don't know what it's called when you have flock of birds that hang out together and fly here and there. But anyways, um, for years we had some parrots that would come into our backyards, myself and my neighbor Rosie, and they would hang out in our backyards. But something happened and they just disappeared. It's really kind of weird. I think Bev Golfy reads them on YouTube. Grand girl would listen to them. She wanted to go on an adventure in the covered wagon. Yep. Now, it was one of my favorite shows, but I don't think the books are the same as, I don't think the shows are the same as the books. All right, Ginger, you're bumping me around, girl. So I have answered to prayer um, that you guys didn't know about, and I want to share it with you. Well, last week, I don't remember what day it was. We started having problems with Walt's dog, Yoko, and she's getting a little older. I think she's like 13. But anyways, make a long story short, she's acting weird and she's drinking a lot and trying to eat everything and just up in our space all the time trying to get our food. She's never done this before. Drooling all over me. I can't stand slobber. It just absolutely gags me. So, how do I say this? What she's got is serious, but it's not it's not life threatening. I had to take her to the vet, and she has something called Cushing's syndrome, and evidently it's supposed to, and it's in her gallbladder duct, not it's her gallbladder, um, not her gallbladder, some kind of gland down there, adrenal gland, and it's in near the gallbladder and not in her head. If it had been in her head, it would have been very bad. But it's not, and the doctor doesn't seem to be too worried about it. What it is doing is giving her too much. Um, her body's making steroids, and the bad thing is it's making steroids. The good thing about her making the steroids is she is probably in less pain than she would be without that because she's got really bad arthritis. Now I'm going to start itching on the nose. Um, Somebody's coming to see me. Anyways, squirrel. she she's just been going crazy with the drinking and slobbering and trying to eat everything and not really eating her food, but eating her feces and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is not normal. This is not this dog. So I brought it up to him and I said, we need to find out what's wrong with her. And he said, okay. So he told me to take her to the vet. I took her to the vet. I was really, 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 really angry with the vet. The vet was supposed to call me the next morning and tell me the details of the um, blood work that he did. And he did not call. He didn't call me when I thought he was going to. And when he did call me, I did not get the call. So therefore, I couldn't talk to him. Well, I tried to call the number back and it was a answering machine. And I'm like, okay, so I finally got Valerie, one of the ladies in the office that we knew, and I talked to her 3 times that day. The doctor went on vacation and did not come back until Monday. And instead of calling me Monday morning, he waited until 6 o'clock at night to call me. So I had to take the dog back into the vet to get an ultrasound to find out that her adrenal gland in her stomach is in her abdomen is slightly swollen, and he believes it's that disease. Now, he didn't do the full-on testing, which is very expensive, I'm told, to see that she definitely had that. But his thought was that she would be fine for quite a while to come, and she could have problems with her skin and all kinds of stuff, but later on. But what was kind of cool was I told him, I said, now I'm of the belief that chemicals are not good for your body. She's already producing a chemical that's not good for her body. Is there any possible way that she could, because he wanted her on pain medicine for the arthritis and stuff like that in the joints? So he said, "Oh, perfect. That's perfect. I would much rather put her on something like that than to put her on some really strong pain medicine. We can do some herbs." So he's putting her on omega-3 and turmeric. Is that not cool or what? Yes, it is adrenal failure. It's overworking her adrenal system. And you know, if you take steroids, how it messes you up. Yes, look how it messed me up. I went to 330 pounds. I mean, it was bad. Hi, baby. You made it, huh? Oh, Teresa's talking to me. I'm going to turn this microphone off for a minute and find out, because Teresa knows that I'm on here, so I'm concerned why she's Marcoing me. Okay. Sorry. That Marco is freaking out, doing something really weird, and we're not getting our Marcos out. She Marcoed me. I was going to talk about this later on too. Hey, Annadale, how's it going, honey? Thanks for coming in. And I'll explain that Marco in a minute. Has she been given a lot of steroids in the past for allergies, some things that brings on Cushing's? Not that I know of. Now, she does take a heartworm preventative and flea medicine. I'm wondering if that might have brought it on. I have the opposite effect with steroids. I can't eat. I did not eat either, Christy, but they still blow you up, baby. But see, I drank Dr. Pepper nonstop. I was drinking a case of Dr. Pepper a day. I mean, a 24 pack, not just a 12 pack. I used to take a 12 pack of Dr. Pepper with me to work, and sometimes I'd have to go and buy another 12 pack to drink because I was already out of it. And I did not, I was killing myself and didn't even know it. I wasn't even going to the bathroom and voiding like I should have been. Let's see here. Teresa's, as far as I know, Teresa's okay. Um, she just hasn't come on yet. That Marco was from earlier. Okay, so this is kind of weird. This, I was going to show her this on here. Um, I took a picture of it. I was gonna send it to her. Her Marco that she did this morning before she went to work did not come through to me until 6:59 p.m. And now the Marco that's coming through to me now was something that she did just before she got off from work, as she was getting off from work and going on to church. So I'm not sure about that. I know that her car was acting up again. Um, she's driving it, I believe. I believe she was. Yeah, she's in her car. We Marco each other while we're going down the road. We don't look at the camera or the phone, but we push the button and talk to each other, and it's pretty cool. It's like talking to somebody sitting in the car next to you. Soda puts on weight fast. Yes, it does. And when Christy, I don't remember. I don't remember how close we were whenever I started. Excuse me, my weight journey. Um, um, Sherry at 70 Farms was talking about quitting sodas, and I said, that's what I'm doing. That's what I've decided to do. I believe it was sodas that she said she was going to quit drinking at the time. Um, or maybe it was tea. I don't remember something that she was going to quit, and I said I'm going to give up Dr. Pepper, um, because like I said, I drank them by the casefuls, and which diet sodas has also been proven to be, even though they have no calories, they've been proven to cause people to gain weight. I know, she is so sweet. Have you ever met her in person, Christy? She is the bomb. She will make you laugh your butt off. I mean, she is so much fun. I really miss her a lot. I wish she'd start doing videos again. She's an awesome cook too. Um Oh, I'm so glad you came on here, Teresa. We were worried sick because I'm just now getting your video, your Marco. Okay, I didn't get your Marco until, what was it? I said 6:59 from this morning. And then while I'm on here, I got your Marco from earlier this afternoon when you got off from work. So something's going on weird. Yes, diet soda will make you gain weight. Yes, it will. Yes, at one of the Deep South gatherings. Oh, I didn't know you were at the Deep South gatherings. I bet you we've met each other in real life and didn't even know it. David and I used to go to them. So, I'm dying to tell you guys what I got in the mail today. I'm just dying to tell you. I'm so excited. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm making a video. I'm going to behave myself. This is so hard for me. Yeah, I do miss that gathering. That gathering was a lot of fun too. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Are they ever going to have any more? Have they ever talked about whether they're going to have some more? I am getting eaten up by mosquitoes, guys. They in my house, they outside, everywhere I go. Let's see. I think you and Teresa were there, but I was real shy. Oh, that's right. That's in the beginning. Do tell, please. Oh, you want me to tell what I got? If I tell you guys what I got, will you watch the video? And comment. My problem is people are watching the video and they're not commenting. I mean, I'm getting hits on my videos, but nobody's commenting anymore. I don't know what's going on. Yes, okay. As long as I got one person, of course I'll comment. Thank you, Anne. Okay, I'm so excited. I got my sun oven in today, and I cannot wait. I have still yet got to put it. It's got a like a swinging basket thing that you set it on in there. I've got to put that in, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to use it. I want to put. I really wish I had a chicken, a whole chicken. I may look in that back bedroom and look in that freezer and see if there's a whole chicken in there, and see if I can't. I want to bake a whole chicken in there and put some potatoes and some carrots and some onions and stuff like that around it, and just do a whole meal and put it together and walk away from it and let it cook all day long. Awesome. Danny was sick. The one I went to told me he was shaking. Yes. Um the one that was the one when Jess and Maya came, and the Stivers, and I think Doug was there too. And talking about Doug, if you guys don't have Doug and Stacy on your YouTube channel thingy, they're giving away tons of stuff this month. Well, on their video today, they're giving away a sun oven. I'd like to win it, but if I can't win it, I hope you guys win it. So go over, watch the video, and comment. Before you comment, make sure you go over to their what is it called? Oh my goodness, they've got a website that you've got to go over and enter the enter the giveaway. Now, I kept doing it over and over again, entering the giveaway. You only have to enter the giveaway one time, but you won't be in the giveaway of that video unless you also go back to the video and put a message. And I'm not going to tell you what the message is, but you will see it on her video if you watch it. She'll tell you what to write into the message thingy. So I hope that you guys go over, and I hope somebody that I know wins it. I would just be so ecstatic. Let's see. I want a freeze dryer so bad I can hardly stand it. You and me both, Brenda. I have been praying one down, baby. I have been praying one down. Uh, no, before that, Doug was there and Julie Ann from Dirt Patch Heaven. Yes, that was the year before. But I don't know why I thought Doug came both years. Maybe he only came once. But one time I was there. Hmm. Well, I entered it. I really need off grid cooking options. Yes, Christy. Now, Christy, there are um, um, other ways to make solar ovens and stuff like that, because you definitely don't want to heat up something um, that, a tiny space like that and try to, when you're trying to stay good and cool. Hello, Cubby, Crubby the Beagle. Hey, um, I didn't get to go to the one Jess and the Stivers were there. I wonder if he was sick both times then, because I know for a fact he was sick the one time when I thought he's going to fall down right there. And I'm still having trouble with these doggone little gnats and moths. Once I get that shed cleaned out, I'm gonna find a place for this bird too. Danny has gotten sick with every gathering they've had. That's what I thought, Brenda. I thought he was sick both times. So, okay, so I told you about the fish. That really makes me sad. David, I haven't talked to you. I don't remember. Have I told you this or not? We have got to go red fishing because redfish are closed after September 1st. We are no longer allowed to keep redfish. So we need to go and fill up the freezer. So we'll have them for whenever we want them. I've got to empty out these freezers. I've got to get them canned and all taken care of. I did tell you. Okay, cool. I don't know. I've been like out there today trying to get everything done. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world to do. Walt will be 100 years old Friday, and I've got to make him something special for his birthday. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yes, Brenda, that's what I want to do this weekend. Um, I know I should probably be staying here and working on the things around here and everything, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to take that camper and set it up um, down either on the river or somewhere during the day so that we can get a good spot, be able to make us some good stuff. Um, I'd like to be able to. make it to where we don't have any problems with the mosquitoes and spray the stuff, on us so that we don't get any because this is the really bad time for no-see-ums. Does he have a favorite meal? Brenda? Hey, Grandma Karen, how's it going, honey? I mean, you guys are having a blast with Wyatt's birthday, ain't ya? He is so, I mean, every single one of the pictures, he is just grinning from ear to ear. He's so happy. And I love that new trailer. Um, what was I at? Oh, so if we go and set it up, like as soon as I leave Waltz on Saturday, we could set that up by the river and give ourselves a little thingy. And I'd like to make some shrimp traps while I'm there and see if they can work and catch us some shrimp too while we're fishing. Doing good. Yep. Sad it's all over. Yeah, I am about. We had a blast camping. Yep. I'm home still listening, but phone is messing up. I'll get to the computer in a minute. All right, baby. Um, I love camping, and I love the way David and I have made our little camper thingy. Um, it's it's just me and him pretty much. I mean, we're going to take the grandbabies and stuff, and I just see so much neat things happening. I'm glad she made it home safe too. I was getting a little worried about her. Me too. My friend used to use a shrimp net at her cousin's place on the St. Johns River. Yep. Now we can use shrimp nets. Um, I can dip net. I can dip shrimp dip them. But how do I explain this? You either do that from a boat. You can do it from the seawall, but you're not going to get as many. Or you can go over the little. We have little short bridges. I love shrimp too. Um, we have these little short bridges over the Indian River, um, and the Banana River. But those dip nets, when I was younger, I never had a problem. I never had any problem at all. And I have not used one since I've gotten better. So I might be able to use one now. But and I should get one and see how I do. But I tried it a few years ago. I'd say, well, it's more than a few years ago. What is it, about 10 years ago, David? We went and seen Brian at the bridge, and I was trying to dip net, and I used to do it all the time. But I also did it off a boat. I didn't do it off of the bridge. It's very difficult. It's hard to maneuver that shrimp um, net. Now the traps are really easy to use because all you got to do is drop them down in the water, and the shrimp come to them, and they maneuver around, and they go into the trap, and they can't find their way back out. They can still get out if they could find that way out, but generally speaking, they don't go back out the way they came in. So, Once they're in your trap, you usually got them. So we've got all the stuff to make shrimp traps. We just got to have the time to do them. And that's what I want to do this weekend. This house and this yard can wait for us to do some enjoyable fishing and shrimping, honey. Oh, it's either that or you're going to have to help me work. And I know you don't want to work. You want to rest and enjoy yourself. So, that was cool watching your grandson throwing the net, little pro. Let me tell you something. He's he's been an expert at it for years. He's a very good fisherman. Now, I will say that he's always been top dog now because he's my oldest grandchild. And how do I say this? I don't want to sound bad, but I was really amazed at my son how they had to take turns when we were out fishing on Mother's Day. And um, he had to give up the pole to his. I can't remember if he had to give it up to his brother or to his. I think he had to give it to Olivia because it was her turn, and he's got a tender heart, and he's got this passion for fishing. He started crying, and I was so proud of my son how he handled it. He says, "Listen, son, you need to buck up and stop that crying. It's your sister's turn, and you know it. Get over it." And he stopped crying, and Olivia started catching fish where he wasn't catching fish. It was just amazing to see. It was amazing for me to see my son be such an excellent father and how he handled the situation and didn't get mad at him for crying, didn't get mad at him for being stingy or, because it was kind of being, he was kind of being stingy. He wanted to keep the pole and fish the whole time and not let anybody else. And it was just absolutely precious how my son handled it. And then how he was teaching my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter, but how to fish too, and telling my daughter-in-law where to throw her uh, stuff, and me. My son is a professional fisherman. He owns his own charter boat and takes people out and puts them on fish all the time. So for him to do that with the family and how patient he was with the kids is just absolutely phenomenal. I wasn't that patient. Hey, Julie, you funny. It it does warm your heart, doesn't it? Yes, it does, Karen. Whenever whenever I see the kids when I see the kids are doing right and what they should be with the grandkids, that really, really it makes me feel like I've done something right teaching them. And I know that I didn't have patience when I was a young parent, you know. I was pretty I'm still pretty rough and tough. But the kids love me. I don't understand it. I'm crying a lot. Your grandson will be a good daddy one day too. Yep, I'm crying. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry, Christy. It's just precious. It really is. Um, yeah. We've got a lot of crazy stuff going on in our family. Ashley's still not over losing Trevor. She'll never be over losing him, but I mean, it hasn't really. I don't. I mean, I know she's having a lot of heartache and thingies, but I don't think it's really. I think she's talking about how it's sinking in, but I don't think it's really hit her totally. Yeah, I get that way too, Christy. And I get that way when I'm talking about sentimental stuff too. There's now I don't cry when I get my feelings hurt. I cry when I'm angry, especially if I can't say what I want to say, if I'm trying to hold back my feelings and emotions so that I don't hurt somebody, cuz when I get mad, I can lash out and say some awful things and put people in their spot. So I have to be very careful whenever I cry. It's either you better watch out or she's trying to keep something in so that she doesn't do the wrong thing. Or it's an emotional, just a happy cry. Or I don't cry when I get sad. Or uh, how do I say this? I cry when I get sad, but I don't cry when I get hurt very seldom. So she's probably so frustrated on keeping it together for the baby. Yeah, focused. I'm not. Why did I say frustrated? See, that's that's how bad I read. I don't know how a mother can handle losing a child. I don't think it could be that. I could be that strong. Well, I didn't handle it very good, Brenda. Whenever I lost Linda. Now Trevor is Ashley's baby's father. Um, and she's just not handling it very well. But she'll never handle it very well. I mean, every little thing is reminding her this would have been Trevor's first. This would have been our first as a family. It's very sad. If I get hurt, I get mad and need tape on my mouth. Yeah, I've been there too. Speaking from experience, you really have no choice. Yes, that's true. Sometimes I forget, Karen, that you lost your son too. Um, and it's I don't know about you, Karen, but it's little things that slap me in the face and make me start bawling like a baby and thinking about Linda. But I'm that way with a, a lot of people that I've lost, but even more with Linda. I think I cry more over her than I have, I think, anybody that I lost other than my grandmother. I'm quiet, quite strong, but cry easily too at sentimental, sad, joy, etc. If I'm mad, cry, mad, it used to get ugly. Yeah, you're right, Grammy. You just don't, you just do somehow. It wasn't until I lost Linda that I really understood. I used to, I used to be a hairdresser. So, um, in that business, we are everybody's sounding board, especially for people that don't drink. Some people drink and go to the bar and talk to the bartender, but, um, people need um, to talk about grief and their anger and different things that go on in their life. You wouldn't believe the things that I've heard. But it wasn't until I lost Linda and I ran into one of the ladies that I used to console when she would come in and get her hair done. Or I would go over to Publix and she worked in the deli part where they slice meat and stuff like that. She still works there. And I happened to see her after Linda passed away, and I thought to myself, now I know. I've always said I understood. Always thought, okay, one of these days I could be in her shoes, but it is not easy. It really ain't. Let's see, where was I at? I was 7 when Cindy was born. My mama had a nervous breakdown, so I took care of Cindy even at that age. Wow. Sorry, late getting out of church and phone acting up, but I have heard most of it. That's all right, baby. Hey, I was hurting so bad the other night, I couldn't even stay on y'all's live. I had to go to bed. That's how miserable I was. And I've come to conclusion. I think it's my sinuses. And you know what? I was sitting there talking to my neighbor, and we were just discussing herbs and stuff like that. Because I was telling her about making the tea. Oh gosh, you guys got to try this. You know, Holland gave me the seeds for the lemon basil several years ago, and I've been growing the peppermint. And I watched a video where Jess and one of the people's wives that work for her um, came over and did a video on making tea out of different basils. And oh my goodness, you talking about delicious? I will always grow it. Always. But I was telling her, I lost my train of thought, didn't I? I was telling her about the tea and everything. And then I was telling her about the mullein. I can't find my mullein seeds nowhere. I don't know what I did with them. I wonder if they're still in the trailer. I've got to go look in that trailer and search through it and see what we left in there. But I have a mullein tincture that I think I need to be taking all the time because I have sinus problems all the time. And she's like, well, Why don't you take it all the time? And I'm like, because it's got alcohol in it. But I really don't have to take that much. So I'm going to start taking it all the time. I didn't think I could live a day without Jacob. It has been almost 20 years. It's a little it's the little things, big things, special places, special dates. You just never get over it, but learn to live with it. Yes, and Karen, my Linda was born on Valentine's Day. So every holiday is hard, but that one is the hardest and the most precious to me because that's the day I adopted Ashley too. So it's very, very bizarre. I heard what you got in. Congratulations. Can't wait to see the video. Now, I only got the first part of it in the actual oven. The other dehydrators and stuff like that is supposed to come in Friday. It was supposed to come in tomorrow, but for some reason, I looked back again, and the United States Post Office, it's going to mess you around. It says it'll be in Friday, so. Oh, let's see. I was afraid of losing my youngest. I literally fought death to keep her alive. I would have died right beside her if she had died. She was. Okay, where did I go? Where did that go? Oh, beside her if she died. She was my multi miracle baby. Yeah, Becky was mine too. Hey, Hodges Homestead. Hedgehogs Homestead, I mean. I just my brain is not working tonight. Um, how are you doing tonight, Laura? Hey, Bub. Bub, I'd move to Kentucky tomorrow if I had the property to do it, and I'd be happy about it. They are both your Valentine Day sweethearts. Yes, they are. Hey, Barb, how are you tonight? I'm very good. No, Bub, still in Alabama. I was up there working the 4th of July weekend and got overheated. So you need to be careful about that one, Christy. So it looks like my girlfriends are coming down to Florida and going to be in the Kissimmee area. They're renting a B&B over there, and it is absolutely gorgeous place where they're renting. I hope it's as pretty as the pictures. So I'll be visiting with them the first in I think the first or this either the first or second week of August. My little almost 18-year-old Dutch hound is not doing too good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Christy. Yeah. And see, it takes you a while to get over that. I have a bad habit of working out in the heat. I mean, a very bad habit of it. But if I don't work 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, I'll never get anything done. I hate the heat. And starting tomorrow, we go back to the 100s. Oh, goody. Yeah. And, Julie, people don't realize. I mean, sure, I got all these exotic fruits and stuff that I grow here and everything because it's tropical type stuff, but they don't realize about the heat here in Florida. I have heat year round, even in the wintertime. I hardly ever get any cool weather. I mean, not really. I mean, hardly ever get anything that's really cool. And I mean, if it goes down to the 50s, it's nice. So now I have to admit, I have I have started turning on the air conditioner in the early afternoons. I mean, in the late afternoons to get the house cooled down so that I can sleep because I can't sleep if I wait until now to turn the air on. I can't sleep because it's still too hot and humid. So I think I'm going to end up having to go. Today I left them on, and I think I'm going to have to go into leaving them on even when I'm not here. But oh, I am going to hate that bill. Let's see here. I'm looking into buying a mobile home. I'm getting ready to retire. Oh, what's wrong with your home now, bub? And did your family ever sell that property? My green beans bloom and just fall off. No beans. Yeah. And I mean, I'm growing tomato plants right now and they got blooms, but they fall off too. It won't be until it starts cooling down, which I need to plant tomatoes now because by the time they get to size where they're going to start blooming and stuff like that, it'll be perfect weather in the fall. And and I gotta say, guys, oh, I put it away. I went to Northern Tool and bought myself a black light so that I could go out there every night and check my tomato plants. I know if these neighbors are seeing me out there with a black light, they think I'm crazy. Let's see. I was weed whacking yesterday, and today my hands hurt so bad I can't hardly use them today. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Brenda. That ain't fun at all. I was going to cut the grass today and got in fire ants. I said, "Well, Lord, are you trying to keep me out of the heat?" Yes, Christy, he is. Same here, Barb. Everything else is going good except them. We replanted the other day. I hope you find one, bub. They say it's heat stress. Yep, my greens are just starting to bloom. And you got pretty hot too, Brenda. I've got to get me some. I've got to get on Baker Creek and get me some of those um, noodle beans, long beans, whatever you want to call them. Chinese noodle beans, long beans. There's so many different names for them now. Um, yeah, blooms don't sweat. I mean, don't set when it's too hot. There's a spray to help set blooms, but still, it's really hot. I wonder if that spray is organic though, or if it's some kind of chemical, Christy. Mine finally have blooms. We will see if anything come from it. I put greenhouse shade cloth over my raised beds. It helps a lot. It's much cooler under them. Nope, 40 acres are still for sale. Far out. Um, my dragon fruit have had numerous blooms, and David's dragon fruit has had numerous blooms, and we just can't seem to get any fruit off of them. Well, I was at the produce place, and I got a dragon fruit from them, and I'm eating it. I'm gonna be eating some of it whenever I get off here tonight. But I am so disappointed. It's so funny. I used to get tickled every time I hear Jess from Roots and Refuge say that tomatoes in the grocery store was just disappointment. How was it? She said just disappointment. Anyways, in other words, the tomatoes were not any good. Well, let me tell you, this dragon fruit, it's almost not any good. I mean, it's almost not flavor at all. It's like it's not if you have one right off of the plant, it is a total different experience and it is delicious. This one has very little flavor. It's good, but it has very, very little flavor compared to what one really, really is like. Mm. Mine finally have blooms. We will see if anything comes from it. I put greenhouse shade cloth over my raised beds. It helps a lot. It's much cooler under them. That's what I'm putting over top of this bed that I made out there. And um in that video that I'm going to put up tomorrow, I planted well, you can't see anything sprouted, and I don't know if I actually showed planting, but I showed watering them. I planted a whole bunch more of black eyed peas because I really love them black eyed peas. And I need to go and get myself some more Blue Lake bush beans. I really, really like those a whole lot. I can't remember what's in the spray. Been a while since I ran the garden center, and I'm old now. Christy, you crack me up. The red Chinese noodle beans taste like mushrooms when harvested at pencil size. Wow. I love them. I, mm, ugh, gosh, my nose is itching off. Something I'm allergic to. Something, something, something. I was at the vet yesterday and they had cats. So I was itching and carrying on then and sneezing and everything. And today I had to take the dog to the groomer. So, I had weird things going there. So I was having problems again today. It's crazy with sinuses. Where's the where is the best place to buy the shade cloth? Well, Christy, I bought mine from Amazon. Um, I can't remember what it was right offhand. I think it was. I don't think it was very expensive. Let me look here. Mm, But again, it was 1899, and it was 6.5 feet by 13 feet. I love Blue Lake, Julie. But I like the Chinese noodle beans, or the long beans, or whatever you want to call them. I like those for like making stir fries, or just you barely have to cook them. They are so tender and beautiful, but you have to get them before they get too big, or else you might as well just harvest them for the bean and go ahead and dry them and cook them that way. All right, see you later, bub. Thanks for coming in, honey. Good night, baby. I love you. Sweet dreams. Talk to you tomorrow. uh my last bean I grew were Blue Lake Bush first, then rattlesnake pole beans. The rattlesnakes take the heat better. Oh, you know, um, those Chinese noodle beans like the heat too. Believe it or not. I haven't tried noodle beans. They look like fun. Oh, they are, and they taste pretty good too, Christy. They're not really strong flavor. I mean, if you're looking for a bean like a Blue Lake bush bean, you're not going to find that flavor. They're very mild, and but they're good. Now, I'm going to try something. I misplaced some beans that Shelly gave me. I think I know where they're at. Um, I wanted to plant them on the trellis, um, on one of the sides of the trellis, was pinto beans. Um, and if I can't find the one she sent me, I'm going to go ahead and put some out that I got, um, some dried beans I'm going to try growing from a bag. Bush beans kill my back, though probably need a raised bed now. Yeah, Christy, I'm gonna tell you something. I love my raised beds. I really, 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 really do. Even 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 the one in the garden that has the trellis there, and has the bricks. I can sit on those bricks and weed. I don't have to bend over, and it's so super cool. Um, I've got to go and get some more garden soil and some more mulch. I don't think I'm going to buy any more of the compost yet, but man, oh man, I really like this dirt and mulch that I've been getting. It's doing really good for me. Bush beans are a pain from the word go, but oh, good stuff. Oh, so good. I sit on a tote 12 cooler to harvest beans. The cooler used to be full of cold beer. Good one. I'll tell you, that's something that I do miss. Back in the day, I used to, every once in a while, I'd be doing yard work or something, be really super, super hot. And I'd go for a good ice cold beer and drink that, and it was so good. But I can't drink anything with fizz anymore. So I'm kind of out there, not able to do it. I got the yard long purple beans from Baker Creek. That's what I'm going to buy, Brenda. I've got to put in my order and get them in. Hopefully I'll get them in soon. I like the bush beans because they produce so quick. I have a lot to can. Yep. Um the only thing about the long yard noodle beans is they're not too great for canning. We do Blue Lake bush beans. That's is our favorite. Yeah, I really like them. And I can't remember where I got those from. And they gave me a lot of beans, just those few little plants. I think I only had, I think I had around 10 plants because I had four around one pole, four around another pole, and two on the next pole. So I think that was 10 plants. I could have had 11, but I'm pretty sure it was 10. But it didn't give me enough to can, though. Um, we just ate them. Lee brought in a bunch of cucumbers and okra tonight, and I already had a lot to do tomorrow, but ain't gonna complain. That's right. You've been praying for that now, Miss Teresa. And I've been praying for my garden too. That's the biggest thing. I know this is going to sound crazy, but you know, the neatest thing about having a friend that you can talk to about Jesus with, and that's what me and Teresa do is talk about Jesus a lot together, is she reminds me where I need to grow in the Lord. I know that I talk to the Lord when I'm out there. I know I'm constantly praying for different things, but I never really, really sat down and prayed for my garden like Teresa did. And I need to do that. I really need to do that. The last picking of our Blue Lake bush, I just pulled the whole plant up, then sat down and picked the beans off. You go, girl. That's too funny. We grew regular yard long beans several times. Yeah, Julie, there isn't much difference between the green ones and the purple ones. Yep. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm itching crazy. So it's getting to be about that time. I need y'all's prayer request. It's long past our time. I just been gabbing away, ain't I? Sometimes I pray for dumb things, but I figured maybe he will answer yes, lol. Praying for your garden is not a dumb thing, Teresa. Sometimes we stop to think sometimes we stop and think that we are in control of the small things when Jesus is in control of all things. I should make that a saying. Since my husband and I started to pray over our garden, the deer haven't wiped it out. Oh, very nice, Julie. That's awesome to hear. I pray to lose weight, and he answers, "Nope, you got to do that yourself." He is concerned about the little things. Yes, he is. Teresa, I don't even know how to touch that with a 10-foot pole now. You know, we were talking, Joyce and I were talking about different things and how I just stopped drinking Dr. Pepper and how different medications I've been on, I just stopped taking them. And it's really kind of made me wonder um, how my body hasn't really freaked out over things. But um, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm getting tired, guys. My sister's in hospice now, has crud. Oh, I'm sorry, Barb. Mm-mm-mm. Before that, they got as much as us. Not a fan of deer. Didn't like eating them either. I'm sorry, Julie. I love eating deer. That's one of my favorite meats. And I gotta say, I need to get me a Berkey. That water makes me want to gag. I don't know what it is the last 2 weeks. If I don't make tea, I have a hard time drinking the water. I wonder if I boiled the water and put it in the refrigerator, if that would make it taste better. They're doing something chemical wise to the water. It tastes like crap. Yeah, me too, Brenda. I heard a bad story about city water tonight. So glad we have well water. What did you hear, Teresa? Do Deep South discount Alexa Pure pitcher? I'll have to check that one out. I have a I have had the pitchers that you put in the refrigerator. I don't much care for them either. My dog Charlie is not wanting to drink the city water. Now, is Charlie the same one that I'm going to pray for tonight? That's not feeling good? Didn't you say your dog was not feeling good, Christy? They are afraid of the water being attacked in this country. A gut was filled up. A gut was filling up a tank of Roundup, and it backwashed into the city water because of a leak in the main, contaminated it all, and they didn't know until people started complaining. Oh, wow. Alexa Pure is the same as a Berkey. Okay. A guy. Oh. Oh. Hey, Patty. No, Charlie is the Pyrenees. Sammy is the weenie dog who is almost 18. Ah. They had to shut down all the water until they flushed it and fixed the break in the main. Is that in Paducah? That's really crazy because how are they going to ever get that washed out of there? They're going to have to flush a lot of water. Wycliffe. That's right next to you, isn't it? Didn't your girlfriend live in Wycliffe? City water smells stronger than a swimming pool. Yep. A weenie dog is the bosses of the big dogs. Yeah. It is a 3-day event. Yes, next town over. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder, does she know that it's happened? I hope she does. I don't even think I'd want to wash in that water. I would not want to take a bath in that water. And how are they going to run that out of everybody's plumbing? That is just crazy. It was months ago, but I just heard about it tonight. Oh, okay. There's been lawsuits with Roundup and cancer. Yes, there has. They always asking about it on TV. And why they're still allowed to sell it, I don't know. I don't understand. You know what I don't understand? We're supposed to be so doggone smart, and we are a good government. We're not a third world country. We don't have poverty and stuff like that. I mean, we have poverty, but not across our whole nation. Everybody in our whole nation is not below poverty. Why ain't they got enough sense to stop these chemicals? I just don't understand it. Anyone on that water system would have had to run their TSP water. I don't know what that is. Yes, she there tonight. Our preacher was the Wycliffe City maintenance guy. He was telling it. Oh my goodness. The moon is coming out orange over the hill. It is beautiful. Aw, it's black outside here. In fact, it was black outside whenever I was doing my video out there before I came in. It is a full moon tonight? Oh, far out. I should be howling, huh? Oh, wish I could see the moon very clearly. Very cloudy here. My daughter stopped to and got pictures of the moon on her way home from work. Cool. Some per, per, perspective. Those who are impacted by the chemicals have had long term exposure or been unprotected with a large quantity exposure. I've not heard of an average citizen having cancer from it. Mm. Well, they still believe that my father-in-law worked for a pest control company all of his life, pretty much, and all of the time that they've lived here in Florida. And he passed away with ALS, but he also had cancer prior to that, and they believed it both things were caused from the chemicals that he worked with. Now the same town has a sewer problem. They are having to dig up half the parking lot at the courthouse to fix. Wow. Money, it's all about money. Yep, that was tap. Oh, tap water. I sure wouldn't want to drink water roundup cocktail. Me neither. That's awesome, Brenda. It really is a beautiful night. Enjoying it before the hell heat comes back. I I I have my air going full blast and it's still hot in here. It just ain't gonna stop. I gotta plug y'all in or I'm gonna lose you. Um. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pray. Nobody's really said anything about what they want me to pray about tonight, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go for it. But I can't remember what she said her dog's name was. Sammy. That's right. I'll have to look it up and remember. Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time that we've got. Lord, I pray, Lord, that you bless this night. Let everybody enjoy the company that they're with and enjoy the full moon and all of its beauty. I pray, Lord, that you bless people's gardens and keep the heat from destroying any of it, and and also keep everybody cool and give us a little break from this heat too, please, Lord. Um, we don't mind it being hot. It just got to be a little less hot for us, please, 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 please. I'm begging you. Being hot and humid here is awful, awful, awful. So I would greatly appreciate it if you'd lighten up the load and take some of that heat and put it where it belongs in hell. Thank you that you take good care of us. Thank you that I've got water that I can water. Dang me, I forgot it on all night that night, and the neighbor just didn't know. I just I'm just terrible. I should have remembered. I just didn't remember it. Help me with my memory, Lord. Help me to get better and start getting the things I need done. Thank you for always giving me my needs. Thank you for my new oven. I can't wait to use it. I can't wait to show my friends, and I can't wait to to find new things to cook in it. So thank you, Lord, that you gave me the sense to buy that when I had the money. I know it was a hardship, but thank you for letting me get that. There's other things that I need, Lord, that I pray, Lord, that you send the money to me for I can get those things too, Lord. You know what I need and what I desire. And I just pray, Lord, that We can go fishing this week and catch lots of fish and lots of shrimp. I ask these things in your precious sweet name, Jesus. Amen. Did I pray for the dog? No, I didn't. Dear Heavenly Lord, I'm brain dead. I forgot to pray for Christy's doggy. Please, 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 please make it feel better. In your name, amen. I'm brain dead. I'm sorry, Christy. Um, Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, yes, and Lord, please, please, please help Brenda with her hands and her whole body, Lord. Make her feel better. I know it's hard to get out there and do the things that we need to do, Lord, when we already hurt. And I know Brenda goes through a lot of pain a lot of times and doesn't say a word about it. So please, please, please ease her pain and make her feel better. In your name, Jesus. Amen. For everyone who asked tonight, amen. Um, so there was something I was going to ask you guys. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. With you guys on here, what meal would you like me to make in the sun oven? Tell me some meals that you'd like me to cook. And I'm going to put it down on my little thingy here in my notepad. You're welcome, Brenda. I love you. I'm sorry my brain just don't work all the time. My mouth is killing me tonight too. Gotta take them dentures out soon. Any kind of special meals you guys want to see how it cooks? Baked fish. All right. Thank you, Christy. She has had a good day Sunday, but then forgot I was there and told my daughter no one had come to visit. Aw. You want to see Brett again, Julie? Okay. Fruit cobbler. I can do that. Cake. I can do that one too. I love you too, Brenda. Oh, then send it to you? What kind of cake do you want me to make, Miss Teresa? It is sad, Christy. Y'all keep my mama in your prayers too. I mean, mine and Teresa's mama, we constantly worried about them and their forgetfulness. I wonder if beans would cook in the sun oven. Yes, they will. A German chocolate cake. I think I have a cake box in there that's German chocolate. I can do that. I'm not going to send it to you, but I'll make it. German chocolate. My favorite is carrot cake, but I do love German chocolate, and I love the frosting. Oh gosh, it's so good. Sorry, Teresa, it won't get to you before it would spoil, or else I'd do it in a heartbeat. By the way, Teresa, how are you on your elderberries? Do you have enough elderberries? Carrot cake is my daughter's favorite. Mm. But I'll be honest with you, box carrot cake is not as good as homemade, except for one brand. And I cannot get my hands on that anymore. And I can't remember what. I know the box when I see it, but there's one that's really, really, really beautiful and fluffy and crumbly and not like some of the boxes. Carrot cake will work too. She'll sample it for us, Teresa. I still have a little, and ours will be ready in September. What will yours be ready? What are you talking about? Yours will be ready in September. What did I miss? That dang David will get the cake. Yes, he will. But you know what? I don't eat sweets. Okay, this is going to, you guys are going to be so disappointed in me. I know better. I made um, a blueberry, blackberry, and strawberry cobbler the other day, and I ended up giving it what was left to the chickens tonight because I don't eat that stuff. Um, I may eat it once or twice, but I'm not going to sit there and eat the whole thing. Normally, when I make that kind of stuff, I have to send it home with David because it won't get eaten here, and I give it to the chickens. I have one elderberry with berries on it. The other four are blooming now. Wow. Elderberries you ask about. Okay. Now I'm lost again. When is the best time to do elderberry cuttings? Mm. Um, I haven't. I haven't done. Um, I've got an elderberry plant over there that has not had the first bloom on it. And they're blooming everywhere. Maybe I should go out and check it tomorrow and see if it's got any blooms on it, because it's got so much growed up weeds over there. But maybe it's because I don't have enough water over there too. Now that is a wetter area over there, but oh, now I get what you're saying. Um, I would, Christy, but I would start them in pots, and I'll tell you why. I think that if you can find them in abundance like I do, I don't really need to take the little bit of space that I have here for elderberries. That one plant's fine, and I'll let it keep growing. But if I need space, I'm going to take that elderberry out and put something else there that I can um, grow for food. Because I have so many wild elderberries growing all over the place here, and I can get them anytime. But if you can't find any in the wild where you're at, I would definitely plant them. Uh, I would plant a good clump of them near the pond. I wish I would give anything to see what your property looks like. Yes, fall is better than the spring. Julie, that's what happened to my elderberries too. I love my neighbors, but we try to talk them into taking down this tree. And when he took it down, he took out my fence and my elderberries. I did have elderberries all across that fence over there. So now he did help me with the fence, but it also took out half my Barbados cherry tree, and it has never really recovered since that happened. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You don't want new green limbs, but you also don't want outer growth, older growth, not outer. True, 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 Brenda. Um, the cuttings I got from Broussard is the only one that I have left. I had, like I said, um, I had three plants that Sherry at 70 Farm, she gave me three plants, and I planted them, and the that tree took out two of them, and one of them that was over here died. And I'm pretty sure that the one that was over there by the fence died too. That that was taken out by the tree. CG has some video on my property when I first got it, but it's grown up. I really need a bush hog. Sweet gum trees have grown up near the pond. Ah, hmm. Sweet gum trees. Aren't those the trees that Lee makes the what does he makes something out of them, doesn't he? The sweet gum balls when they're green. Now I'm brain dead. Tamiflu. Yep. Tamiflu. I'm now how I remember that I'll never know. So I've got some good things here. I will definitely I could actually make a full on meal, I think, with this whole thing because I have now I don't know how shark would taste baked. I'm not too into baked fish, but I can try it. Um, I think I got some. I think I got some. I can't think of the name of it. Oh, this is bad. My brain just doesn't work anymore. I think it's barracuda in there. I've got some fish in there. I think I can make, and then I can make that German chocolate cake, fish, and I think I could even make bread all at the same time. Now, let's see, who was it asked me to make the bread? Was that Julie? Was that you asked me to break bread? Baked fish with lemon slices on it is so yummy. Mm. Now I have a lot of shark in this refrigerator that my son just gave me a few months ago or something. And I don't know how that would taste though. I like to fry my fish. I know I'm weird. On Bluetooth took the dog out, then couldn't find my phone. Pitiful. Just pitiful. You crack me up, Julie. Um you're doing it too, Christy? That's too funny. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now, Julie, did you want me to make like a loaf of bread or did you want me to make like French bread or any specific kind of bread you want me to make? Don't ask for sourdough cuz I don't have any sourdough. I need y'all I am having a struggle trying to explain why I cannot ferment things, and I don't have I don't do good with starters and stuff like that. Well, number one, I have black mold in the kitchen, so I should probably not do it. Put anything in the kitchen. Maybe if I put it in the bedroom, try to grow it in there. But I'm probably going to take that drywall and stuff out of that kitchen, so that'll be gone soon too. Any old bread will work. Okay. I've been thinking about making some um French loaf or something like that. Hey Linda, how are you tonight? I may see if I can take a video of the property and figure out how to post it. But seriously, I can't take a picture without cutting people's heads off. You'll get used to it, Christy. You just got to make some videos. And girlfriend, that's a great way to make money. If you start making videos of you doing your property and everything, I'm telling you, you're gonna be, and you've got enough friends on here and talking to friends all the time that we could get you to, I don't know how many people you have on your channel, but some people just don't want to do that and just enjoy other people's channels though, so I shouldn't be pushing for that. But I try to encourage everybody that I run across to do it. I need recipes for about a dozen of so zucchini. Well, that's one thing I don't think, I can't remember if I made zucchini bread in the solar oven. So I could do that. But I'm telling you now, that's one thing. See, zucchini bread and carrot cake and um, spice cake and all those kind of cakes, breads and cakes. I'd be just, I'd be eating it all the time. I'd be big as a house. Yes, I have heard that zucchini relish is good, and so is green tomato relish. Last year I made pickles with zucchini. Cool, that sounds yummy. I might need to control my urge to jerk a knot in some people if I make videos and put tape on my mouth. I love you, Christy. You're so cute. Same thing with just zucchini instead. Yeah. I need to grow some zucchini. My zucchini ain't done nothing. I can be a bit feisty. Yeah, I bet you can. I can too, but somehow I've learned to well, I can't say that. I'm just as bad as I used to be. I just have to consciously tell myself to behave or else I'd be in trouble all the time. Well, guys, it is really, really late, and I've got to get up early in the morning. And y'all pray for me because I don't have any clue what I'm going to do for Mr. Walt on his birthday. I feel like I feel like I need to do something. I was thinking about making him some zucchini bread, so I might just come home tomorrow and make some zucchini bread and take it to him for his birthday. That sounds like a winner. I think I will do that. So that may be one of my very first things to make in the solar oven. My solar oven. I've got to learn how to use it because this one has little things on it that's different than his. So thank you guys for coming in, and y'all have a fantastic night. Sweet dreams, everybody, and I will see you. I'm not able to do my live streams on Monday for a little while. In fact, I was thinking about moving them to like 2:30. What do you guys think about that? Instead of noon, doing it at 2:30 or 3? Oh, thank you, Julie. You're a sweetheart. I think he would like that too. He did eat my zucchini bread last time, so I'm thinking that might be a good thing to make him. Yep, I bet you he will like it, Brenda. All right, love you guys. I'm getting off here now. I could talk all night, but I'm getting tired. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye. Sweet dreams.